Nicole at Large. I'm Brittany Nicole, and today I have the pleasure of being with Patrick O'Connell. Now, you guys know that the People's Festival is coming up on July the 31st. It's a great event, so if you haven't been, you definitely want to check it out this year, especially because Patrick O'Connell has his work featured. So we're going to talk a little bit about with him and what he does, so we can talk a little bit about his artwork today. So how are you today?
Excellent.
Good. So now you won the contest. Now, what was this contest about? Was it just different artists coming in, bringing in some of their artwork? Did it have to feature Bob Marley or just something of the Jamaican descent? What is it really about?
The rules are kind of loose. Obviously, you want to create something that's relevant to the festival, but there weren't any hard guidelines as far as what had to be featured. It was kind of I think they just left that up to the artist to kind of interpret, their feelings into something that would be relevant to the festival.
Now you won. So what was the inspiration behind your artwork?
Well, my piece was kind of abstract. My thoughts about the festival and about Bob Marley were that I think he would want the festival and his movement to be about something more than just him. So I chose not to feature his likeness, but I did incorporate elements like the dreadlocks in there to kind of, give a hat tip to Bob Marley, but to kind of create something that wasn't just about him. So I felt that's what he wanted.
Okay. Now, this wasn't just a contest where it was just, a little bit of votes, a little bit of judges. It was anybody could come in and they could vote. So why do you think that people liked your artwork the most out of all the other artworks that were there?
To be truthful, I'm not exactly sure. I liked several of the other pieces. I thought everyone had submitted very nice pieces of work. I think maybe the abstractness of mine may have worked in my favor, because I think most of the other pieces actually had either Bob Marley's face or, kind of someone that would look like Bob Marley. The judges, I had a chance to speak after the fact with a couple of the people that were involved with the judging, and they said some very kind words about, after I explained, where my head was at when I created the pieces, that they kind of, the one gentleman actually knew Bob Marley when he lived here, and he was a friend of his, and he kind of gave me this kind of look and head nod when I explained, what was in my heart at the time when I made it. And he kind of gave me the sense that that's what Bob was about. So.
Now, are you actually an artist by day, or is it something you do for fun, or you just have this talent?
It's not what I do for a living. I actually work on websites for a living. So I am creative natured, but I don't do this, for my day job. Most of my work that I would consider to be artistic or creative outside of work tends to be photography. I really enjoy taking pictures, stuff like that.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the other artwork that we see in front of us. So we have the Bob Marley, the People's Festival artwork that won, but also I see a drawing. So you do a little bit of drawing. Can you tell me about this drawing that we see over here?
It was done with charcoals. It was an exercise at school, actually, that we had to do. And, we had experimented with different mediums like pencil. And after doing several pieces, I kind of gravitate towards the charcoals. I like them because they're kind of rough and dirty and unrefined and forgiving. But it was, basically, like I said, just an exercise for school.
Now the photo. Now I've seen some of his other photos. He does really great work, you guys. Now this particular photo, what inspired that?
It was a trip to New York City, and one of the kind of techniques that I like to play around with is actually shooting without looking through the camera. So I'm shooting from the hip as I'm walking, because what I like to do is try to capture moments in time. I like natural kind of human photos rather than like studio photography and stuff like that. So I kind of would walk around and see something and just take pictures. So this was random, and that's what I like about it.
So is this going to be your first time or second time going to the festival?
This will be my first time. I'm not from the area, and I just kind of learned about the festival kind of randomly. And I think it sounds like a really terrific kind of experience. So
are you excited? You're going to bring like your family. Maybe we'll see you taking some photos, maybe?
Definitely. I'll be there with camera, with family. My daughter loves music, and it's a goal of mine to expose her to as many of these kind of different types of musical experiences as I can, just to give her opportunity to develop her own taste. She's got a huge personality, so she'll be right at home.
So what comes along with winning? So we know that we have the big poster that will be going out, displayed everywhere, but what else do you get by being a winner? Is it like t-shirts and banners, anything else?
I believe t-shirts, banners, they are going to, I guess the newspaper ads are going to use those in the newspaper ads, basically all the marketing materials. I believe I get to, spend time backstage, meet some of the musical artists and stuff like that, and I'm quite interested in music also. This is kind of exciting to be behind the scenes, with some of the music groups. It'll be fun.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to go to the festival. I know you're excited. I'm excited to see some more of your artwork. So hopefully we're going to get to learn a little bit more about Patrick O'Connell. So we're going to see you around, or are you getting used to this popularity of your artwork? Or
one thing that this has kind of taught me is to put myself out there. I've always been someone that created and kind of hid, what I was working on, and this, like I said, just really taught me that I just need to put it out there,
definitely,
and let it kind of grow organically and see where I go.
So, is there anywhere, if we want to get more information on your photography, your artwork, anything like that, is there anywhere that our viewers can go or learn more about you?
My website.
Okay, and what would that website be?
It would be www.atypicalpixel.com.
Okay, that's great. So you guys at home, if you haven't been to the People's Festival before, you definitely want to go in the future. It's a great event. July the 31st, you'll meet Patrick O'Connell and maybe his family, see some of his artwork, and we'll definitely be there as well. So again, you guys are watching Brittany Nicole at Large. I'm Brittany Nicole, and stay tuned for more of a great show.